Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's been a little while, like a week and a bit or so. I have had quite the busy week, which I'll get more into later. I actually don't remember what the fuck I was doing in this game last. I genuinely don't know. So, we'll fucking see, won't we? I got you guys with me. Oh, great start. And you guys with me. What the fuck is the... Oh, wasn't there something about a, about the humans wanting to do an investigation or something? I don't remember. Do I have access to a new area I've not been to before? Sky Plunge Junk Factory. Oh yeah. I was supposed to go to the junk factory to investigate something. My button's being held down for some reason. Oh yeah. Yeah, I went through this in a hurry last time I was in here. But now I have to actually go through the whole thing properly. I vaguely remember. Yeah, bad tamers. Bad people! Okay. Is that all the loot there is? What? Oh, is that all the loot there is? Me adding fucking full stop where there isn't one. That's lame. It makes me mad. Since we've got no more business here, maybe we should just destroy it. Brilliant! Instead of playing with fireworks, let's fire some missiles. Wait just a second, you guys. I'm not letting you do that. Huh? You're... What? You know this brat? Got in our way at Tropical Isles. Ah, so you were the tamer there. Everyone's annoyed with all of you. I'm not letting you do any more harm. Who do you think you are? You call that a scolding? Yeah, that's right. You pest. You asked for it. I owe you one from the last time. Go for it, Yoshiki. Do it. I'm not going to let that go. I'm not going down that easy. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, I should, probably go ahead and put Agumon in my party, shouldn't I? Oh, so these are all megas. Okay. Looks good. Still over leveled. Awesome. Yeah, like actually having your characters like be in the farm with a bunch of stat leveling items is incredibly useful. Like the level, I think the in-game levels basically just don't matter. It's far more stat based than it is level based. With Pokemon, the levels are like more in sync with the stats. With this, not so much. Alright, we won. Hey, we've got to get out of here. Do I have the choice? Hey, wait, I won't let you escape. Okay, let's go back and grab Agumon so he's in my party to get levels. Oh, hey, Puppetmon. I didn't know you were here. Yeah, whilst we were playing, I would like to talk about the week I've had. Basically, I've been doing a job at the local town hall, doing something called the Glastonbury Symposium. And for those of you who don't know, I am from Glastonbury. Yes, that Glastonbury, the place with the festival. And there's a whole bunch of like festivals and talk shows and all kinds of bullshit going on there all the time. And I'm one of the people who work backstage at a lot of things. I don't work backstage at the festival itself, like the big festival, but I do a lot of stuff in town here and around. So I got a lot of like ears and eyes basically everywhere, which is weird to say out loud. I've never really thought about it like that. But you get this. I'm one of the guys who keeps the lights on and such, or helps keeps the lights on. But at the Glastonbury Symposium is a I think it used to be referred to as the Crop Circle Conference. It's basically like a big weekend, like 3-day weekend thing where people come in to give like big talks about like conspiracy theories, aliens, all that kind of bullshit and rubbish, Bigfoot, that kind of shit. You can gather the kind of type of person that I'm talking about. But it was quite fun this year. I was working behind stage, mostly working on audio, occasionally doing some stuff on the cameras. And we had a couple of nut jobs this year. Some of the people are very sensible. It's just like people talking about, hey, I had this weird experience, and we talk about some of the ideas and how it affected me, that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff is fine. I don't care about that. But there are some people who are just straight up blatantly fucking nuts. And they are always some of the more entertaining people to turn up. Actually, one of my favourite stories from the Glastonbury Symposium was it was a few years ago. Actually, no, it wasn't a few years ago. It was before COVID, like right before COVID. I think it was like 2019-ish, sometime around there. There was one story where it wasn't even like one of the speakers, just someone at the conference, like a guest at the conference who was just there to listen. Apparently, basically what happened is this guy basically collapsed and had to be rushed to the hospital. He like fainted in the front row. And what had happened is that this guy, he had dug through his freezer and found a hash brownie that was estimated to be about 10 years old in the back of his freezer. You know, like a brownie with basically weed in it. And he decided to bring it with him to the conference. And when the imagery on the projector started getting more psychedelic, he thought, like, now is a great time to take this 10-year-old hash brownie. You can fill in the rest. He survived. Was it in good condition though? Some people make the weirdest fucking choices, I tell you what. Put you on party. Alright, so you just need to reach level 15. Personally, I prefer Greymon over Geo Greymon. Rise Greymon's pretty cool, but I like Metal Greymon. You're gonna turn a puppet one. Little star one here somewhere. Yeah, apparently as well, in the junk, there's somewhere in the junk yard. I think you can find either Starmon or like Flarizamon in order to actually get Agumon in the junkyard. But I got him from the Dot Agumon. Yeah, he needs to go up and down a few levels so he can get a high, what is it called? Aptitude, that was it. He's got high aptitude so he can do some proper work in the farm. But yeah, while we're doing playing the game today, I want to slowly go over some of the funnier stories from the glasses. Some of the funnier characters from the conference this year, because it was pretty fun. Like I said, most of the people there were just fine. So people talking about like their personal experiences with supernatural or entities or whatever, stuff they believe in, some conspiracy stuff. A lot of it is surprisingly boring. It's mostly boring stuff with like the occasional super weird highlight. But whilst it was going on, because I was behind the stage, literally behind the stage, like where the big projector is, I am literally behind the screen, surrounded by boards in a little like hidden room, where we have to literally have to be careful where we stand, or we could get in the way of the projector light. But while I was behind there, I was sending my brother messages as the show was going on, just telling him about some of the nuttier things that was going on. So I'm gonna have to go through my phone and look through those messages. But is that a train? What the fuck is that? Dang it, we've got to get away quickly. Check this out. Perfect, we'll get away in this. I went all the way back to the farm and back, and you only got like 5 feet. Gran Locomon. That's funny. Whoa, off we go. No way. Chug, 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 a chug. What is this translation? Sheesh, they're getting away. I have to stop the Gran Locomon somehow. So I just follow them for now, I guess? Mamimon? Mamimon? I don't know how you pronounce that. Oh. Prime Mamon, or whatever the PR stands for. Like King Dotmon, or whatever. Okay, let me get my phone. Play the game in one hand, scroll on my phone in the other. Okay, scroll up and up and up. We've got a bunch of messages. Alright, okay. So the very... as much as I say, like, most of them are boring, it's true, most of them are boring, but weirdly, the very, very first guy, he was one of the nutters. He was a guy, let's see, what did I send to my brother? 10 minutes in, and the talker is already talking about how he learned astral projection through lucid dreams and used it to talk to aliens. That was the first 10 minutes of the first talk of the conference. Oops, wrong way. It's this way. How the fuck did you turn the wrong way in a fucking rail that has no splits? Whoa, watch it. I've got to follow them. The fuck did you go? What the fuck? Here? Oh yeah. And a lot of the talk is coming back to me now. Looking at my messages to my brother. This guy went on to talk about how he thought aliens had like influenced the human genus. Like that's an old conspiracy theory, the idea that aliens basically turned apes into cavemen, basically. And it was basically a take on that, and why him trying to talk to the aliens through his lucid dreams or whatever, he learned about the true history of Earth. Where basically, I'm going to try and say this as clearly as I can because this is kind of nuts. Basically, aliens came from their own world, and on their own world they were dealing with their own version of global warming, alien global warming. and they came up with a plan to stop the alien global warming. They were going to get gold powder and pump it into the atmosphere to reflect the sunlight back to the sun. However, they couldn't find enough gold, so they fucked a bunch of apes on Earth to create humans so that they could enslave the humans and use the humans to mine for gold so that it can turn into gold dust to stop alien global warming. Yes, that is in fact a sentence I just said. I told you, some of these people are nuts. but they're entertaining kind of nuts, I'll give them that. Oh, and apparently there's a second kind of alien, that's the alien greys, the classical alien greys. Apparently they are mutated humans from another dimension come here to warn us about impending dooms or some bullshit like that. I don't fucking know. Turns out my Daisy Rub helped. Oh yeah, I've said before, I've gotten some I've been experimenting with a lot more herbology stuff, and I made myself this year. I made a herbal salve, a herbal rub made using daisies, just regular lawn daisies. And it turns out lawn daisies make for a very, very good painkiller. Like, actually, I've personally tested this now. They do in fact make for a very, very good painkiller. It's the kind of thing that you can just like rub onto like your aching feet after a long day, and they will help you walk again. They are that good. And like it was the first hour into the show, and I had already gotten a headache. And it turns out my Daisy Rub is really good for headaches as well. I just kind of rub it onto my forehead and onto my temples, and it's great at dealing with that. that was my test run to learn that. How's that? We should be safe here. How the fuck did I get the right choice? Oh no, I can't get through. If you want to open the code key, I don't know what you said. You have to beat 3 of our comrades somewhere in this factory. Oh, you're a bunch of commies, are you? I'm not a fan of communists. You'll never be able to win. Just drives off in this little train. We have to find their comrades. I won't be able to open it. Just like climb over or something. You have a spider woman ride her back or something. Second talk, much better. Mostly a bunch of meditation stuff. You get a bunch of like that. What they do, you get like one of those like, here's a meditation girl. Here's a guru. Here's calm your mind. Just talk about scents and candles, that kind of thing. Which it's fine. I don't have an issue with that. Certain scents can actually affect the way the human brain work. Like that is a thing. That's a proven thing. Most of the time, it's just that you smelling something nice, so it makes you more relaxed and happy. That's the way it is most of the time. But some of them have other effects. Like lavender has been proven to have proven to calm people down, make people helping people sleep and such. But it's mostly just like a bunch of standard like the candles. Here's calm mind talks. I'm not going to talk for about every single talk because a lot of them I didn't even bother to have messaging my brother back because they're just dull. But yeah, it was kind of nuts. Oh yeah, and for some reason on the first day, a lot of our tech started going haywire. I don't know why. One of the other talks was a priest, like an actual priest, talking about how the church does like exorcisms and spiritual stuff, because like a lot of people believe in that stuff. So the church actually does get calls to try and deal with spirits and supernatural entities. Like they actually get calls to do shit like that. And so some of the talk was just him talking about when we're called, here's some of the stuff we do, here's some of the stuff we go over, you know, that kind of shit. Here's some of the weird experiences he's personally had, and all that jazz. That was actually a pretty good talk. I actually liked that guy. He was a very sensible guy. But it was funny how when he started talking about exorcisms at the same time, the lighting rig started fucking going weird. And a bunch of the lights started flashing. Not flashing like tick-tock on off kind of thing. Like it was like rapid flashing. And the guy I worked with who deals with the lighting, he had quite the headache trying to fix that in the middle of the fucking in the middle of the talk. It was just a weird coincidence. It was funny, and we had a whole bunch of other tech issues that day. Stuff behind the scenes going wrong, which happens. It's a funny coincidence, but it does happen. Oh yeah, and the priest, when that happened, the priest, he wasn't like, oh my god, the ghosts are here. No, he just thought it was funny. Like I said, he was actually quite a sensible guy. Energy robe R. Let's go kick some comrade's ass, shall we? I have no idea what Puppet Guy's evolutionary line is. I'm quite curious to find out. Because he's a cool character in the show. I remember him vaguely. Well, I don't remember much about him. I remember really liking him though. Don't ask me what anything he said. That's been a long time since I watched the show. After the priest guy, apparently this next guy is nuts. Okay, let's see. What did I send? This famous person... Oh, it was one of those... Yeah, I remember this guy. That guy was, he was one of those, what the fuck is it? Leonardo da Vinci kind of, characters who thinks everything means something, every number is connected, there are no numbers of coincidence kind of thing. And he went on like tirades about about the measurements of circles and the pyramids and the length of rivers. It was one of those like I think like Marilyn Monroe died near a river, and the length of the river happens to be coincidentally vaguely close to like the length of some random bullshit here and there. He started talking about how the Mona Lisa painting had like hidden messages in it based on the width and height of the canvas itself. Not in the painting, just in the canvas had like, just the width and length of the canvas had like numbers that corresponded to random other bullshit. Everything's all connected, man. That kind of stuff. Oh, and he went on to talk about how he thinks that the Freemasons think Leonardo da Vinci is the reincarnation of God or something. I don't fucking know. God, the fucking shit I put up with, I swear to God. And these aren't even like the most crazy people I've dealt with. I mentioned this on Twitter a few times. Like one of the craziest groups I've ever had the pleasure of meeting was a small like cult of like 15 to 20 people who thought this like mute disabled woman was the reincarnation of a dolphin. And she couldn't walk because she was in a wheelchair and she was mute, so she couldn't talk. But she thought the whole thing was just funny. And they would like pick her up and sit her on their laps where she would wiggle around in a non-sexual way. That's kind of the funny thing. And that would be like her way of communicating to them in dolphin wiggles. And it's the fact that it wasn't sexual that kind of makes it weirder. Because it feels like it should be sexual. But it wasn't. Like, no, they were all like genuinely fucking trying to understand her communications. And the fact that it wasn't sexual was just weirder. Honestly. I deal with the weirdest fucking people. I wasn't working that particular day, but that was when I was younger, so I was like 15 or something at the time. But my mum was working during that event, funny enough. And I actually know another guy who was working there. It's one of his favourite stories to tell people. And I have no idea what happened to the cult after that. I never heard from them again. I just know that they were a thing that existed at some point. And a random person. Oh yeah, and then there was a guy talking about how he thinks the sky is full of invisible giant amoeba or something. Like, you know when you look for a microscope and there's like a super powerful microscope and you can see like the bacteria, single-celled organisms being like flattened and squashed, and they look like blobs of hairs on the outside, and you can see like the membrane and the little blob inside where the DNA is kept. He thought like the sky was full of a bunch of those. Yeah. Oh yeah, then there was this one was fucking weird. It was a woman coming to talk about shamans, but it wasn't like a Native American woman or someone who has like actual ancestry revolving like a group that had shamans or something like that. No, it was just some like random middle-aged white woman who like got into learning about shamans a few years ago, and they became like a really passionate Karen about them. And she started talking about how all men are bad and all Christians are bad, and and how women shamans are pure good and they can see into the future. And she started being like really passive aggressive, like shamans don't have faith in anything because they already know that everything they know is true, and that kind of like talking points. Like, there was some genuine, like, interesting history regarding shamans, but this kind of talk was just not it. It was, like, absolutely crappy things. Some of the things she started going on about are, like, dreams are the tools for gaining great power because dreams read the mind of nature. And then she started just making a bunch of, like, absolute bullshit random claims she kept, like, speeding through. Like, shamans can use their souls to control weather and teleport, or something like that. I remember this next one, actually. She just, like, said this briefly and then quickly moved along. Like, as if she was trying to hide the fact that she said it was weird. She just quickly mentioned that shamans can, like, deflect bullets using chi or something. And how dare modern science try to understand what the shamans already know to be true. And we are primitive for trying to understand their greatness. And she called the shamans ancient gods right before she left. Yeah, it was a, like I said, she was just like some middle-aged white Karen. Who had like no connection to any of this. Ooh, Lady Digimon, hello there. Oh, and machine drawn, fucking awesome. These aren't wild though, so I don't get anything for this. Nice. You get them, Andrew. You fucking rip and tear, man. Scream! Don't pick on me anymore! I'll give this key as my apology. No! Yeah, I got key code too. You dumb bit. I'm quitting the bad tamers. Is that really what your team calls themselves? We're just the bad guys? That is just our team name? Really, I promise. Please believe me. To be fair, I think I'd be scared too. Next guy was just like a vague like AI related thing and how much of like AI talking points relate to like old philosophies and that kind of stuff. Again, nothing of real interest. Alright, did I miss you? God, I'm glad I leveled up as much as I did. I don't think I'd be able to handle a lot of this if I hadn't. Alright, next woman. Next one was there's another middle-aged white woman who claimed she had met angels, demons, and aliens. You get a lot of those. And like you get a lot of the type of people who are like, I met the aliens, and here are my experiences, and I'm the only one who knows the truth of absolutely everything. You get a lot of those at these crop circle conference type places. And they all claim something wildly different from each other. You know, like pumping gold into the atmosphere to stop alien global warming. That one's going to be a running joke. That's going to be one of those ones that's going to be a running joke with me and my brother for years to come. I can fucking tell. We already laugh about that one fucking history show where they talked about conspiracy theories, and they brought up how some conspiracy theorists think aliens nuked the dinosaurs. It wasn't like an asteroid or whatever. Aliens just nuked them or whatever. That's been a running joke for us for a long time. But yeah, this woman said, oh yeah, I remember this woman. This is a, this woman was like a special kind of nuts. She was that like super arrogant kind of nuts at how amazing and awesome she is, and anyone who says anything that questions anything about her is just a hater or whatever. She claimed that she was a psychic that sees dead people and has done since she was a kid. And how she once saw like a sick baby in a hospital, and she like imagined like an angel hovering over her, but she knew the angel's secret, and she punched the angel, and the angel fell over, and it turned into a demon, like that kind of nutcase. Was it a tiny demons tried to strangle her when she's 4? I'm pretty sure this woman was just actually fucking schizophrenic, like, you know, actually suffered from a mental disorder. But you can't like use the conferences to diagnose people and get them help, unfortunately. You just gotta kind of leave them to it. The demons were trying to kill her because they knew that she was reincarnated here to speak the truth, and they were trying to stop her or something like that. Lots of that kind of rubbish. Oh yeah, when she was in Hawaii on a holiday, when she was in her hotel room, there was a giant like beast-like demon wandering across the back of her room, and it tried to stare her down to scare her, but she was so badass that it didn't make her flinch, and she just told it to fuck off and put it in its place, and it worked, and the demon went away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this woman was actually schizophrenic. And she spent a long time talking about how people she growing up, no one believes her, and people thought she was like a sinner or something. Or some kind of bullshit like that. She spoke to Jesus when she was 4. And the church didn't believe her when she said she spoke to Jesus. And her parents got angry at her. Oh, and then she just started going on like, oh, she just started like rapid firing just random bullshit. She's still currently angry that people think she imagined the whole thing. Religion is bad because it scares ghosts away from heaven. She helps dead kids find their dead mother. The military has anti-gravity technology. The demons won't talk to her anymore because they know she will kill them, which is why she can't prove anything right now. The aliens call themselves humans and pilots military-made crafts made by actual humans. Because the aliens like to call themselves humans, but they're sensitive about being called aliens. And she filmed. Oh yeah, I remember. She during the presentation, she showed off a video where she just like filmed what was very clearly just a couple of planes flying over at night, which had lights on them. And she was screaming about how they were UFOs and that no one would believe her. And she rang like a local paper which refused to publish her story because they're in on the conspiracy. And that she was told in like in a vision that there's like a cure to all diseases, but NASA has it and they refuse to share it because NASA is the government branch for talking to aliens. So the military got the tech. Military got the anti-gravitational tech from the aliens and used it to make anti-gravity tech for the aliens that call themselves humans, but never use it for them and never use it for themselves for some reason. The military never uses the anti-gravity tech. They only make it for aliens to use or something. Oh, and grey aliens are extra evil and do deals with the human government and trade technology for human women slaves that they can plant eggs in. And she can definitely prove it, but she didn't, obviously. Yeah, like I said, I'm almost certain that woman was like actually mentally sick. Like, there was legitimately something that she probably needed to go to like a fucking mental institute. But yeah, that's not our job. And yeah, those were there wasn't much more than that. That was, like I said, mostly a bunch of boring talks. But those were the highlights. And yeah. I deal with my fair share of crazy people. Actually crazy people. From time to time. It's a fun time. Like I said, I work like behind the stage, and it's like people don't realize that behind the stage, the tech crew are just yapping to each other and just quietly giggling to each other like a bunch of school kids listening to all this. It's actually kind of funny how much people don't realize. It's good. It's good. It's good. I had extra bad. I had the because I was dealing with the audio most of the time, making sure that, because you're dealing with a bunch of random speakers and random other people's like laptops and sound equipment, you need someone on the audio to make sure the audio actually remains like vaguely balanced at all times, and I was that guy. So I had headphones on listening to every single fucking talk. Which was really hard for me because my sleep schedule was kind of fucked, so by the time I got to like 5 or 6, I was already basically like just my head was drooping as I was trying to stay awake, and in the shows that end so like 9 in the afternoon, 9 p.m. God, it was fucking hard a few days. The last day was the hardest though. Fucking hell, the last day was the hardest. For me. It was literally because the last day is like the tech get out as well. We have to actually get rid of everything and clear the hall. It was literally a case of like go there at I had to go there at like 8:30 a.m. for the early talks, listen to the whole thing, and we weren't out of there. We had to go to, listen to all the talks and then do the get out and then get everything down and everything out and get everything gone. And we were finished around like 1:30 a.m. So no, it wasn't even like a 12-hour workday. It was like fucking, I don't know, 8:30 to 8:30 to 1. What is that? 4 or 5 hours. So it was like a 17-hour workday that one day. Man, fuck. How the hell I survived doing shit like that? It's beyond me. It's mostly volunteer work as well. I did get paid, but it's not the kind of thing you do for a paycheck, I'll put it that way. Here, it's over here. Yeah, I personally got a decent paycheck. That's not always the case. But luckily, it's like I said, it's just like it's like 4 days of work. It's like once a year. The first day is just getting all the stuff up and ready, which is a pretty easy day. Then it's like 3-day weekend of work, and that's only the last day. It's only the last day that's like really hard. We have like all the talks, and you have a bunch of manual labor, and you have to get everything out that night because there's stuff going in the next day as well. so there really is no choice in the matter. Like, other people have the town hall reserved. Oh, I do remember, I think there's a map for this, for the junk place, isn't there? God, I can already feel my voice box wearing down. Still, I haven't done any streaming in a little while. But it's a lot of fun regardless. It gives me a chance to catch up with some people. Well, I should say, like, the whole thing was like live streamed as well at the time. The Glastonbury Symposium does have their own YouTube channel. Just look up Glastonbury Symposium, which you can kind of guess the spelling of. It sounds like a complicated word, but just look up Glastonbury as in the Glastonbury Festival and just typing in something on lines of Symposium. SYMP, blah 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 blah. You'll find it. They don't have any of the talks up from this year because it's live streamed at a time. Then they take the live streams down and they just make like edits and such. And then they upload all the edits as YouTube videos. So eventually the videos from all the talks will be on there. You can like listen to it like a podcast or something. I fucking don't need to, I heard the whole thing. I heard the whole thing. But yeah, you can check that out if you want to. Although my sleep schedule is still kind of fucked. I'm like basically just figuring it. I'm basically just, at the moment, I'm just sleeping when I sleep and waking when I wake up. And it's not very consistent right now. I woke up like... I went to bed after the symposium at like 4 PM, then 8 PM, then 6 PM. It's not consistent at all. So it's going to take me a little while to get back into routine. Speaking of herbal stuff though, I have I want to do more herbal stuff this year. I've actually been how do I phrase this? Around the area where I live, there's a decent amount of like elderberry plants, all of which are berrying right now. They're all bearing fruit, and I've been making a bunch of elderberry syrup, which has been fun. Stuff is it's really good for like coughs and colds and that kind of stuff, and flus and COVID as well, because that's technically a mutated form of the common cold. It is. You can look it up. COVID is like a cold variation. But it was good for stuff like that, so I wish I'd known that at the time of fucking COVID. I would have loved that. Okay, I'm here to one-shot you. Heh, what a sucker. If you have good items, hand it over. Cool. Ah, you're in a more awkward spot. I got one-shot you. Yeah, I made some elderberry syrup. I'm also going to try making some rosehip syrup because I got a fruiting rose bush not far from where I am, which is full of like red fruit. And I have double checked, they are safe. I've even eaten one already. And yeah, they're quite nice actually. It basically just tastes like a once you take it out and you cut the ends off and you remove there's like a bowl of seeds in the middle, a bundle of seeds and such. Oh, Agamaka Digimon, I wasn't paying attention to that. Wait, it's my fault! No more, please, I'll give you this! You're Kiko 3! No, I don't need a Digimon farm report. Yeah, the rose hips. It's not. If you look up rose hips online, the ones you commonly see aren't like the ones outside where I am. The ones you see online are like small oval-shaped ones. The ones I have out here are like really round and bulbous. And they taste like, basically just taste like a slightly tangy tomato. But like, imagine if a tomato, imagine if you like cut open a tomato and scooped out all the insides, leaving only like the skin and the flesh of the skin. Like all the like the watery parts you cut out. And you just ate the flesh of the tomato. It tastes like a much stronger, slightly tangy version of that. Apparently that's really, really good for you as well. Like, because the rose hips are technically a wild berry, and they haven't been altered in any way to like grow any parts of them. They basically like nutrition powerhouses. Because a lot of food we eat nowadays is genetically modified to some degree. Not necessarily in like a bad way. Like they'll breed like certain fruits and also make them like larger and to increase the amount of like actual edible part of the fruit. Take watermelon for example. Watermelon used to be way more white and rindy. It's not like the luxurious red fruit we have now. The sheer amount of edible red flesh in the watermelon now is because of fruit breeding and such like that. It's not people going around and messing with the DNA or whatever, which is what genetically modified sounds of. Is like a scary term. Most of it isn't that bad. But because of the genetic modifications, because of the fruit breeding, they try and get bigger and bigger fruits. It tends to like overemphasize the amount of water in fruits and the amount of sugar in fruits, and they become a bit more nutritionally void. They're still not. They're not nutritionally void. They're just not as nutritionally dense as they used to be. So a lot of wild berries retain their sheer density of nutrition. And so the rose hips, for example, like one rose hip contains about as much vitamin C, for example, and from what I've read, anywhere from 30 to 60 oranges worth of vitamin C in one rose hip. So like I said, they are nutrition powerhouses. And I can like scoop out the seeds, boil it, and make a syrup out of it with some sugar. And use it you can have it as like a medicine as well. It's just like and it just basically tastes like a, from what I gather, it probably just tastes like a sweet tomato-y like honey-like substance. So I look forward to trying that. There's also the brambleberries nearby, they're also flourishing. There's one berry, well there's two berries actually I've seen. I've seen another berry which looks like black olives. Which, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's like a cherry something? I got it in my notebook. Let me double check. Actually, I was writing this down, looking stuff up at the same time. I'm not there. Just give me a second. Where the fuck is it? I know it's in here somewhere. It's not even a big notebook. Where the fuck are you? There's a bunch of random shit in here. A bunch of like fantasy world notes, recipes for like pound cake and apple cake. God, there's just gonna be like some random page somewhere inside. Come on. There we go. Found it. The thing is called like a cherry laurel. Laurel, and they're poisonous, so I gotta be careful of those. Ka-ching! And there's one berry as well that I cannot find identification for. The closest thing I can see visually, and it's like, as in there's one plant, which is covered in like slightly wilted flowers and a single berry. There's just one black berry on the entire plant. And the closest thing I can find to it, I don't think it's the same thing. It's the closest thing I can see is Evening Nightshade. Which, if you don't know what that is quite possibly one of the single most poisonous plants in the UK. So that'll be fun if that's the case. I might take that and put it in a jar or something, just so I can say I have it really dry it or whatever, and just seal that off so I don't actually fuck around with it. It's just on a public pathway and it's one berry on its own. It doesn't quite look the same. Evening Nightshade, from what I gather, the fruit when it's ripe, which is poisonous, again, don't touch the fruit. Or any part of the plant really, but especially don't touch the fruit. The fruit is, it's a small black berry, and it sits on a greenish flower with 5 stems. But the one I'm seeing, it's very similar, but the flower is wilted, and I don't think the flower wilts at the same time with an actual Evening Nightshade. I don't think. Like I said, I genuinely don't know. But yeah, maybe I'll I cut it into a jar and just look it up online or whatever. There's a bunch of other wilted flowers in it, but I can't see any other berries in it. You always have to be careful with foraging stuff, because there's a lot of poison stuff out there. You don't take anything that you can't identify. Not even if it's I might be able to identify it, unless you can absolutely be certain what it is. You do not fucking touch it. You do not mess with it. You especially don't fucking eat it. But hey, it gives me, regardless, it still gives me a chance to look up a bunch of stuff, learn about a lot of the natural plants in the area I can do stuff with. I've already made jam out of local gooseberry and such. That stuff's delicious. Gooseberry jam. Okay, now it's over here, right? I think it's this way. Yeah, look at my notes. I got a bunch of fantasy world stuff. I've never done any writing on it, but I've got in my head I have my own layout for my own fantasy what if world kind of thing. Its own lore, its own logic and such. Should probably do some stuff on that at some point. It's got inner worlds and outer worlds. If you've heard the hollow Earth theory, which is another one. It's an old conspiracy theory that there was a second Earth inside the current Earth, and somewhere in the Arctic there's a hole you can go into the Middle Earth with. And obviously that's a load of crap. However, it's still an interesting thing, and it's something you can turn into a fantasy world trope. It's kind of how people are talking about the flat Earth theory. Obviously the Earth is round. That's fucking obvious. However, if you're coming up with a fantasy world, there's no reason at all why you can't make a fantasy world flat. I do some fun stuff with that. Who's that fucking author? God, I got a couple of his. Oh, I got a couple of books which are adaptations of his work here. What's it? Terry Pratchett, that's the guy. I got a couple of comic books based on some of his work. What? I don't want to swap. And his fantasy world is a big flat Earth thing that's sat on top of 4 elephants that are sat on top of a giant turtle that floating through space. It's the kind of thing where you could absolutely make take old conspiracy theories and just make them true as part of fantasy, just for the fun of it. But yeah, in my fantasy world, I got the Hollow Earth theory going on. And a bunch of other shit and fantasy races and that kind of stuff. Got my own magic system and all kinds of bullshit. I really should write down the ecology of all this at some point. At some point. I got a bunch of other writing stuff I still need to sort out. I'm nearly finished with the my music theory write-up about fucking time. That stuff's I've been working on and off for like... I started learning about music theory back in like COVID. That was like my COVID project. And I'm finally working on the final like worksheet for that. Worksheet, essay, whatever. However you want to word it. I just gotta write it most of the time. Yes, nearly done. And once I've done that, I can also clean up my website because I haven't touched that in a couple of years and there's a bunch of stuff I want to change about that. Also want to do a bunch of other write-ups on like human nature and kind of and stuff. Because there's a bunch of stuff I've been figuring out which I'm pretty sure no one else has. From what I looked up. Like, I went on like a rant during my last Castlevania Harmony of the Dissonance stream, where I started talking about how men's hormones work, because a lot of people think men don't even have hormones. When I started talking about the science behind that, I'd love to do a write-up on that at some point that I can just point to people and say, "Oi, read that, you fucking idiots." I think it would help a lot of people if they actually knew what the fuck was going on. And not just that, there's a bunch of stuff. Economics and all that. Human nature. You know, the usual bullshit. Lots of random crap here and there. Can I have this? Ugh. I come across a lot of these fucking flying guys. Speaking of economics though, this is going to sound like a fucking segue and a half. Speaking of economics, I've been playing a porn game recently. I told you it was going to be a transition and a half. A segue and a half, whatever you call it. It's an adult game called My Dystopian Robot Girlfriend. It's supposed to be an adult game, but it's one of those adult games that has way more emphasis on the story and like mechanics of the game. And it feels like the actual adult parts of it only like it sort of became like a side piece of the game as the game got further in development. But in the game, like you're supposed to be like a rundown on your luck person who's like completely broke, basically, in a dystopian future where you find this robot girl and you look after her and blah 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 blah. But in the game, there's and this is why I was talking about economics. There's a stock trading mini game where the numbers of the stocks are basically randomly generated. I started playing that to try and earn a bit of money, basically just to gamble and see if I got lucky, kind of thing. Which is also a gambling minigame. But as I was playing the stock trading minigame, I started to figure out some of the like mathematics of stock trading, which I think might actually be useful in a real world scenario. Because even though the numbers are completely randomly generated, there's like in-universe trends and such. Like you can see like some days the stocks are more spiky, they go up and down faster. Some days they're more stable. Sometimes they go in a slightly upward trend, sometimes they go in a downward trend. But it's still like in-game random numbers controlling the whole thing. And it's not predictable. The stock can like crash or boom like any second. But even with that in mind, I started coming up with strategies that like massively reduced any risk and also basically guaranteed a stable income from it. And it meant I got like a major boost from any boom that did come up. And I came up with a few good strategies for that. And I ended up basically becoming a multi-millionaire by week 2 in game. And the characters in game are still talking about how poor they are. My main guy is talking about how poor he is. and how he's desperate for money for rent, and there's no way he could keep up if he's not careful. And like, I'm like, dude, your bank account is like 7 figures in it, mate. Burger, I was just hoping for a fight. And it makes me curious, like, maybe I should probably look into, like, actually, like, looking into stock trading and such. Like, not even, like, spend anything at first. Like, just look over the numbers of the stock trades and see if, like, if I were to spend, what would happen, kind of thing. Just write down when I'd spend, what the money's worth, and so on. And if I can still keep my predictions going, because like, it's not just predicting, that's the thing. I'm not predicting where the stuff is going. I have a math that I can use to make my life a lot easier. Let's use you on you, I guess. It's the mathematics of it that I'm focusing on. And see if the mathematics hold up in like a real world scenario. Restore MP based on the damage effect. Let's just do that. Cover your MP up. And like, if I can, like, in theory follow the stocks and continue to, like, in theory make money, maybe like look into like doing actual stock trades. I don't know. Maybe I'd be good at it. Maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. But I've got my own techniques and theories, which at least in game work really well. I give up. Really, I do. I give you this key, so forgive me. And like, if I can beat like literal random numbers, like straight up random numbers, and like still have like a stable income, then surely I would have like some chance of like working with actual stocks. It's I think it'd be worth me looking into. Like I said, just in theory first. Like, what's the numbers, and like just like write on paper like I hypothetically spend money here, I sell money here, kind of thing. What is this from? Let's just see what happens. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of money to throw around, but I have some money in savings. And I could probably spare like a couple of hundred, if need be. If I was confident. I didn't go through there, apparently. Is that just for train, whatever the fuck he is? There's a few of these guys I want to make, because I don't see them anywhere else. Oh wait, yeah, fucking Archimon's ready to Digimon. I forgot about him. Everyone's so distracted. Okay, let's see. Yeah, fucking Agumon, you're doing fine, don't worry. I have no idea how the preview thing works. Like, why can't I see the ultimates? I can't see the megas. Because I think I used to think that it was just like you can see whatever's next, and if you've been like all the way up to like, I don't know, champion and then gone down, you can still see all the way up to ultimate, and you can like see up to where you had been. But I don't think that's actually the case. Digivolve to Raymond. So like attack stat of like 230, that's not too bad. You still like well a ways from like my 400s. God, you are like a vibrant orange with a massive gut in this one. You're like sun glow orange. Fucking hell. How about we call you, Grey Man? Cool, Greymon, Grey Man? Yeah. Okay, why not? Level 25. I haven't seen anything in here that's that can turn into Agumon. I think there's something in here that can. I think you can digivolve. You can't digivolve anymore unless I turn you back. I want to keep you where you are because you're really useful where you are. You, I like where you are as well. You can turn into that big eyeball spider thing. I don't really give a shit about that. Turn to Etamon and Piedmon. Metal Etamon. Not King Etamon though, funny enough. You get him another way apparently. This thing. Fake one. I'll just leave you where you are. I like you as a spider girl. Yeah, level 40 to go up a level. Yeah, we are. I can't see his Mega for some reason. I know what his Mega is. Pretty sure I've shown his Mega before now. Metal Mainmon, which is different from regular Mainmon, which is what I'm finding here and there. Yeah, one more level and you're good to go. What are you at the back? What are you guys doing? Have you got your abilities yet? Because you got I remember you got like a healing ability at a certain level, right? Oh, 42. So one more level you get a healing ability as well. Nice. Let's just leave my current team with there. It could also be one of those things where like the Digimon I'm looking for, I can only get in like a specific room or something. Fuck if I know. There is a lot of that. And I think you can find Starmon as well in like Digimon Valley. But you can only find it like near Pandamon or something. It's just easier to get it with Agumon. I mean, if you wanted to complete the game, you'd need a Agumon at some point anyway. No, I would not like to see that. Thank you very much. Alright, do I want to go back to heal up? Nah, I'm good. Look how much fucking food I have. Jesus Christ. So here and down, right? Yeah. Now how do I use the key box? How many of you fuckers are there? There we go. Also, all 3 key codes and code keys and whatever. Voila! I can get through now. Oi, Asa, where'd you hide? What the? Look where we ended up. Oh, who cares? That brat will never make it here. How did you just realize where you ended up? I found you. I've got you now for sure. Yeah, we're trapped. Yukishi, you got us into this. Do something. All I can do is ram into the brat with Grand Locomon. Great idea. I'll give you the honors. This time for sure. We have to stop Grand Locomon. Oh, Grand Locomotive Mon. Grand Locomotive. I get it. I thought it meant like loco as in you got like a loco brain, like a nuts or something. Okay, so you take up 3 spots. So how about we do that? Fucking hell. Yeah, sorry mate, you don't stand much of a chance. You, because you can hit 2 outsides. I like how your most powerful attack is the one that recovers your MP as well. Come on, get him before he gets us. Yeah! Soma T, what the fuck is that? Chug-a-chug activating ATS. Putting on emergency brakes. Alright, the Grand Locomotive stopped. Oh, come on. What's with that kid? Are you alright, Hilda? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Hey, Kazuya, Yuji. You're done for, bad tamers. Definitely shouldn't have called yourself bad tamers. In hindsight, that's a really fucking stupid name. You've got nowhere to escape. We've already caught the others. It's time to surrender peacefully. Sheesh, I guess this is it. Just when it was starting to get fun. That's awesome how you defeated both of them by yourself, Hilda. Thanks. We need some answers from them, so let's head back to Central. Sure, let's go. What is that? Oh, I can feel my throat getting worn down already. Not mind me if I slow down with the talking a little bit. This might end up being a shorter stream because of it. What can I say? I've had a lot to yap about. Oh god. So you're all the bad tamers, huh? How dare you cause all this trouble? But the mysterious tamer I saw at the Sky Pass isn't in this captured group. What? Are you sure? Ha, you mean our boss. You guys have a boss? I thought we caught all of them. Where is your boss? Well, if you want to know, he's hiding at Hard Mountains. Hey, why'd you have to blab it? Why not? Even if they find him, they're no match for him anyway. Hard Mountains, huh? I see. Does that ring a bell, Sivianjamon? I'm not positive. I don't know why that I felt like it was a pun. CV as like killing or something. Positive blood. I don't know why my brain went there. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Huh. But I believe something is wrong in the data there. If we know that, we should all go. No, we can't do that. Something may happen here again. This info may just be a trap for us. I think Yuji is right. We can't have you all leave here. Then I'll go investigate. Thanks, Hilda. Good luck. Yes, I think that is the best thing. Then, Hilda, your new order is to head to Hard Mountains and find the Bad Tamer's boss. Yes, sir, Hilda, it's all you. Yes, I know you can get out. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go make Digimon. Digimon Convert. Let's see what the fuck we've got. Adamon, Gigamon. I should probably make a Terriermon at some point. Okay, let's go ahead and just make a Terriermon so I have him. Let's see, Impmon, Devimon, Sylphmon. Who do you turn into? Oh no, I've got you. You're the Hawkmon. What Hawkmon turns into? Megadramon. Okay. You better be in Mega Evolution, considering Mega is in your name. You're an alternate. That's fucking compensating, isn't it? I would like if a rookie Digimon called himself like Champion Agumon or something. Toy Agumon Black, Karugamon, Tyrannomon, Vegemon, which is one of the funnier names to me. I just realised you have like... I never noticed that before. He's got very slight grey pupils. Huh. Or bluish purple pupils. I always just thought he had like the red stripes, he didn't have any eyes. Weird. Unimon, Stingmon, Raumon, Garbagemon, I want you. Alright. Gabagem? Sure. Apemon, Puppetmon, I want you. I love this hammer. With the like 6-shooter barrel. Chamber thing, whatever it's called. I'm not a gun guy. Hard to be a gun guy here in the UK. I do like guns. If I were to move to America, I'd probably be one of those guys who go to a shooting range on a regular basis. I don't know if I'd own a gun myself, but I would definitely be happy to go to a place to shoot. But as much as people like stereotype all of the UK to be anti-gun, there is a gun enthusiast groups in the UK, because hunting shooting is a common thing over here. And clay pigeon shooting and that kind of lot. It's mostly done with like old-fashioned rifles and old-fashioned shotguns though. Like single-barrel shotguns, that kind of thing. You don't get the sheer wide range of weapons you do in America. In some places you do actually. There is like military training and all that. My brother actually did my brother used to go to the Air Force Cadets. Where he actually was trained to shoot a rifle. Not a rifle, what the fuck was it? It was some kind of machine gun. I don't know what kind though. Wait, can I get Wizardmon? Or can I get the ice one? Lopmon turns into one of them. I don't remember which one. Dialtramon? Sure, fuck it. It's kind of funny as well. Like I said, my brother's been trained with like of a couple of guns, like in shooting ranges, and a couple of times we have gone to like fairs and such. We've had like air rifles or paint guns and whatever. And even though he's been properly trained, I am a far better natural shot than he is. Like I just have a better instinct for it. And like, whenever we go to like competitions and we compete against each other, like I always win, even though I've never had any training. It's just kind of funny. Maimon. Looking at the name. You ever met someone who called memes Maymays? I used to know a guy who did that. He was the most pretentious fucking asshole I'd ever met. He had never actually heard the words said out loud. He'd always just assumed that people were posting Maymays online. God, the look on his face when I actually fucking corrected him. Like I said, he was one of those guys who like always thought he was like right about everything all the time kind of people. Fucking asshole. Yeah, fuck it, let's make a sorcery one. I don't remember if I need to make a wizard one instead, I'll do that, whatever. Whilst I got the data. Falcomon, Antlermon, Ogamon. Now these are stuff I can't make. Pixamon, Gardamon. That's Parrotmon. I want to make a Parrotmon at some point. Pardon me. Alright, let's look at our new friends, shall we? This Charian one. Can I see your entire roots? It'd be great if I could. Nah. Alright, garbage one. You're an ultimate. For some reason I didn't expect it. I thought it was going to be like a champion or something. Oh, you're on this line. Okay. Along with all the different Digimons. Sukumon. It does make sense for Sukumon to turn into Garbagemon. That's fair. I don't know about Betamon turning into Sukumon, but whatever. What was all the different versions of Digimon? Mega Digimon. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Giga Digimon, I imagine. And Metal Digimon. That's pretty cool. It's kind of weird how there's so many Digimon, huh? It's kind of like how there's loads of Greymon, except Greymon actually like is connected to the protagonists of the series. Two different protagonists as well, which is why it's got like the Geo Greymon and regular Greymon. Is something in the universe, the character in the universe, have like Digimons as very many variants or something? It's kind of weird how like some just random ass Digimon has all these forms. I'll just leave it as you are for now. Sorcerymon, let's see you. I think I already have you. Your line somewhere. Impamon, yeah. Mummymon. I don't know why I have you. Why you can turn to you. Mummimon's cool. I like him. This is like a mummified version of Andromon. These stupid bees are fun, kind of stupid. Okay, I'm pretty sure I already have an imp one. No, I don't actually. Interesting. There's you. This giant bass bird thing. Oh, you're from the penguin line. I guess I'll keep you and see if we can get this bird thing. Megadramon. Oh, you're from Wormmon? Weird. Machine Dramon. Wait, what? What fucking family tree is this? Tiny Bee1. You're from the anime, I vaguely remember that. You're like a DNA Digivolve thing. Or like a main character's guy plus Wormmon or something like that. I was not expecting Machine Dramon to be on this line though. That's how you get it though. Interesting. You think Machine Dramon would be on like Greymon's line. Whatever, I guess. Also, that just makes no fucking sense. Change that. Whatever. Oh, nice. Weird. I'm gonna Puppetmon and Mainmon. Oh, you're part of the same line anyway. Toy Agumon Black. Oh, you just one straight line. That ends at Puppetmon. Well, I might as well delete you then, because you're just... I've already got the Puppetmon. I'm gonna like turn Puppetmon back down to Black Agumon and just work my way up again. That's a weird fucking family tree. Yeah, it's get rid of Mainmon then. Erase data. No, fuck off. Do I already have a penguin thing running around? No, okay. Can I hatch you yet? Where are you? You're on Saint Farm. There. Not ready. Yeah, it needs like 40 more MP. No, maybe next time. I still need to do a bunch of stuff with the Digi-Eggs. Hatch a bunch of random bullshit. Because some of the Digi-Egg stuff is like, oh, you need like 2 specific Digimon, or you need like a Digimon of a specific nature, or you need like Digimon with specific stats, that kind of thing. Those kind of stuff I'd probably like do mostly offline. No, not the farm. Tamer info. Digi gallery, you can see what I've done so far. I'm trying to get all the really basic forms and trying to get both normal one and the one you're supposed to get from it. But because these are all random, once you get like Digimon that can make these, you basically just make them at random. You get a random color. Taborimon. Tapirmon. If you match types, you just get the one from that type. Like that one, just the pink one has like a proper equivalent kind of thing. There's also all these, which can also turn into new ones. Which, like I said, level 30 plus insect plant, 120 speed plus bird. It's random bullshits. Something attack Digimon X something species. I like ones like this, the same nickname plus the same nickname, which is what I just completely locked into. Yeah, it's. I'm gonna be looking this up. How many do you want to have though? I've met just over half of them, and I've allied just under half of them actually. You're from Garumon's line. You're the thing from that, I remember that. Okay. I'm gonna go on a quick break, and then I'll do some probably see if we can do any of Digimon side quests, and then we can go to a new area. Or the other way around, I haven't decided yet. So I will see you very shortly. Alright, back. A little bit of chocolate with me as well. A little bit of peanut butter chocolate. Oh, nom. Okay, let's head on over to this new place. Hard mountains. I think most mountains are hard so you can fucking stand on them. This must be hard mountains. I gotta find their boss. Eating noises. Yay! Okay. So right off the bat, we've got multiple directions. Let's go down first. Ice Mom! And Metal Main. Something I have concerns about Metal Main, but I can't remember what. No, well, fuck you. Oh yeah, I was talking as well earlier about the people at the talk. While I was on the break and I was going to the bathroom, I remembered one in particular thing that annoyed me at the time, but wasn't in the messages. It was one of those things where I just spoke to my brother directly about afterwards. But one of those speakers was that woman who was talking about shamans and how amazing shamans were, despite the fact that she was just like regular ass fucking white Karen. And part of her proof that she used to try and showcase how incredible, superpowered like shamans were, is that she found this like documentary, which I vaguely remember seeing when it was new, of this like guy somewhere in the East who could like hold his hands out to paper and go, "Rah!" and the paper would burst into flames. Also, if he like clenched his butthole or groin or something, he could like generate electricity and perform static shocks or something like that. And I was watching that, and like it's one of those things that's like it was a documentary that's like done in such a way that it's really, really convincing if you have no idea what they're talking about. Like, as I see a lot of that these days. A big thing of like pirate software before his channel's collapse was that he was one of those guys who was like, he sounded super intelligent whenever he spoke until he spoke about something you understood. And watching this documentary was like that. Everything I didn't understand, they sounded super convincing about. And like how the guy was like, oh yeah, if I like clench in a certain way, I can like hold electricity and I can like push it into, and they worded and phrased it in such a way, and like, oh, he held his hand up to the camera crew, and they got shocked with electricity, and how it's like he's just like one of those anomalies that can like do this kind of stuff. But then one of the things he did, I just looked at him and was like, wait a minute, that's a load of crap. And no one else in the hall, nope, took note of it. One of the things he did was he just held a red LED, and it just lit it up. It was like, ooh, look, I can generate power, and I can like light up an LED or whatever. And that sounds kind of like mundane. Like if you get like enough people together, you get them to hold like a light bulb, you can like make it turn on. That's a thing. Like you could put like 2 wires to a potato and turn on a light bulb. Thing is, an LED is not a light bulb. They're different. They are a different thing. They work differently. And like the way he was holding the LED is if you just Google like an LED. I don't know if you know what they look like, but if you just Google them, look like you've probably seen them a million times. They have like 2 feet coming out the bottom and a little red blob. Like a little red dome thing where the actual gases and wires are and actually light up. And he was just holding like the 2 legs in like between his like thumb and index finger and just lighting it up like that. And yeah, that doesn't work. The LEDs don't work like that. But the thing is with LEDs, if you get like any variation of like, if you get like any spike in power going through an LED, they pop. They just die. Like if you take the wires of an LED and just put it up to a battery, the LED will just pop and die. You need like a specific kind of resistor to stabilize the current so that the LED doesn't pop. And it's like a standard thing you learn as when working with LEDs all the time. It's a very common thing. I can't remember how strong the actual resistor needs to be, but you need a resistor to stabilize the current. And the way he was holding the LED, it had a perfectly stable light that wasn't varying up and down at all. So this guy was able to, if he was to be believed, he was generating enough electricity that he was able to make the LED light up as a perfect level and not vary at all and not pop it by, by making sure his body kept the right amount of electrical resistance at the same time. And like I said, he was holding the thing just like in his index finger and thumb. So he wasn't even like holding the two legs separately. So not only would he have to generate the power and keep it stable, he would have to control the flow of the power through like the left side of his the left side of his thumb and index finger, and then pull the electricity outside the right side of his thumb and index finger, because his thumb and index finger were both touching both legs. Like you'd have to, like try to imagine like moving electricity up one side of your thumb and down the other side of your thumb. It's like that kind of, and make it that stable. That is like, it's actually ridiculous the moment you actually start to think about it. And I vaguely remember this documentary. I remember seeing it back in the day. Like, talking about, like, oh, human superpowers and that kind of thing. Like one of those old documentaries. Where they talk to random people across the world and like, oh, this guy's slightly magnetic. But he's actually just kind of sweaty or whatever. And he just balances stuff on him. And that kind of shit. And most of them are crap. Yeah, some which are kind of interesting. Like, there are, like, people out there who are, like, who have been electrocuted and they can like conduct current through them in such a way, and they've done it so many times. And you can like literally see the burns on their fingernails where they've conducted current loads of times and they've gotten good at it. Like that kind of thing I can believe. But this guy was like nuts. It was you watching it, like I said, they presented it in a really believable way. But the moment they do something you understand, it falls apart completely. I had to remind the people behind stage, like, that wouldn't work. I was like, and they would just look at me and go, oh, wait a minute, yeah, you're right, that wouldn't work, would it? Wait a minute. And because they present it to you in a documentary, and people kind of just incentivized to naturally believe documentaries, and just believe that everything a documentary says is true because it's a documentary, they can't just lie, can they? And then I remember that time Disney made a documentary about lemmings, about how lemmings would just run off of cliffs because they were stupid and suicidal. And then it turned out that the lemmings were just being thrown off the cliff in the documentary, and the whole thing was faked. I'm like, oh yeah, people fake documentaries all the time. No, actually, that's an actual thing. No, documentaries can be total fraud and piles of shit. And you just gotta live with that. You just gotta live with that possibility. Maybe I'll try to find the documentary I'm talking about in regards to this like Magic Man or whatever. I'll post it in the comments like afterwards once the stream's done. But yeah, I remember that I wanted to bring it up because like it's one of those things again when people sound smart right up until they start talking about something you understand. And the whole image falls apart. It's part of why you should probably like continue learning about random shit as you grow up and grow older and you learn more and more, so people have a harder and harder time bullshitting you. Because if you understand stuff, people have a harder time bullshitting you. Oh, and the actual like guy in question who supposedly had the electrical powers. What was he? He was like a What's that fucking therapy where you put a bunch of pins in someone? Not a chiropractor, that's the bone thing. I don't remember. But he was one of those people who just put like pins in you, and then he uses quote-unquote magic powers. They push in a circle. He would just use his magic powers to like slightly shock the slightly shock the pins to like bless you or some bullshit. And yeah, I don't fucking believe that for a second. That whole fucking pin therapy thing in general is a massive load of shit. It's a something that can actually do a lot more damage to you through like infections and such than anything else. That's definitely one of the more bullshitty ones. What the hell is that called? So that's gonna bother me. Give me like 2 seconds to like look this up. 1, 2. In therapy? Look at that. Acupuncture, that was it. There's also apparently something called dry needling. I don't want to know what that is. Yeah, he was an acupuncturist. And I would not trust someone who claims to have superpowers to put needles in me. That sounds like a bad time. Like, it'll probably be fine on the day, but it's kind of thing where you come back home like a few weeks later and then you start having some issues like headaches or like pains here and there. You talk to your doctor, the doctor's like, oh boy, you've got like a nasty infection or something. What happened? I went to a chiropractor. Oh, that'll do it. Kind of thing. I think part of the thing that helps as well is I'm just someone who's like used to dealing with like more crazy-esque people who like believe absolute nonsense. Some of them have like legitimate stories and like are pretty open-minded. They just can't explain their experiences and leave it open to other people to interpret. Like, I think we've all had experiences like that where we've like experienced something and we can't really explain it, but you can you like give out the information, say I don't get it, but here's what happened, you guys can interpret it yourself, kind of thing. I'm fine with that. No, I'm talking about like actual crazy people who like you like claim they can punch demons, that kind of stuff. Like, it's one of those things where like, if you've had some experience like being online, is that fucking Mario pipe? What the fuck is that? Another one. If you experience like online, because if you go online you deal with crazy people, and in my line of work I deal with crazy people, so you kind of get used to the way they talk, like in a very verbose, confident, overly confident way. But as you deal with more and more crazy people, you get used to the way they talk, and you get used to like figuring them out and just figuring out like, no, these people are talking absolute bullshit. The problem is they speak with such confidence that they have a tendency to trick people. And I'm not even talking about like maliciously, like, oh, they're trying to scam people out of their money or their wallets or whatever. No, I'm talking like they just legitimately are crazy. And because they're legitimately crazy, they believe everything they think. And because they believe everything they think, they speak with confidence. And because they speak with confidence, stupid people with little experience with the subject believe them and become followers. And that's how you end up with these like weird cults and such. I don't know. I'm just kind of like thinking aloud. And eating chocolate. Look at thinking though. Same with the guy with the hammer in the middle. I got a fucking peanut in my teeth now. That's gonna be annoying. And this guy's part of the same family line. I just need some time. Oh, there it goes. There's a peanut guy. Yeah, I just saw this guy, Zodomon. And then the guy he turns into is this like white Viking-esque character. It just occurred to me how different Zodomon looks compared to the guy he turns into, and Ikakumon. It feels like this guy and the Mega, they look related. But this guy in the middle, Zodomon, he doesn't. He kind of like sticks out a bit, doesn't he? He's more turtle-esque. It's like saber-toothed turtle or something. I don't know. Check out that here. Friendship Digi-Egg. Oh, okay. I'm not going to play about a Digi-Egg. And then we're around another circle. I'll look up another map if I need to. But I'm gonna try doing it without now. I got too reliant on maps in like some of the earlier streams. A little tension around that one fucking swamp area. Which I do like having a map for, but for the other places I really don't need it. In theory, at least. I just got this Mario pipe. Oh, hey, Andromon. That's a good point, actually. Andro's the, a high enough level. So, did you evolve into Andromon now? Also, friendship to you. I could turn to you as well. Oh. Funny that. Doing one of those things where I'm going to have to turn you into the Yuga at some point. To like complete the Digidex or whatever it's called. The Digi list or whatever. But for now, there's no real reason to. Rainbow Aura. Reduces damage from unaligned skills by 10%. Yeah, swap that for a sniper, I guess. You're more of a tank anyway. And hi, Andromon. Yeah, he's a cool design. You turn anything into anything? No. Yeah. Never mind, mate. I got some chocolate in my teeth. Right. Yeah, you're part of that line. Hookmonks. Who the fuck is Hookmonks do? Two cannibals. No. Damn it. Sniper 2. You're just fine. Again, it's one of those things where it's far more important what your stats are than your actual Digimon's generation or whatever. However, you should have your technique now, right? You Heavenly Light. Restore 600 HP to each ally in 3 zones. Half a heal. It's what's your ability? Charge. Nectar and Needle Spray. Pure Temptation. Cover enemies in 4 zones in illusion to confuse them. You have a straight punch still? Razor Claws. Let's swap you for now. Oh, I'm underwater. There's some variation going. Hello, fish guy. I already got you. Render him asunder. While I'm wandering around though, something else I wanted to talk about. Because it's kind of a weird thing that happened the past few days. Is I've heard about all this shit going on with how do you pronounce his name? Teleport? Telepurte. He's a guy well known for doing like black and white, like, sexy animations that are kind of memey. His, like, most famous animation that went fucking viral was just this woman in a black bikini with long black hair, just talking to this guy saying, "Ooh, do you like my oinky boinky boinkies?" kind of thing, while the guy does like an ape face. It's like full like meme material. Well, something happened to that guy, apparently. He started dating a girl with an OnlyFans account, and then immediately went incredibly pretentious. He started making that girl character doing like random, like, where she just like would just stand like in the bikini. Oh, like a big whale. She would like stand in the bikini with like this really like bored expression on her face, where she just like would say shit like, "Oh, why didn't people treat me more human?" kind of thing. And it's like, she's literally like a fictional character, and she's treated the way like the artist draws her to be treated, kind of thing. Like, oh, people should stop objectifying me. I'm so much better than that, kind of thing. And they got like a really, really potential for that. And people start calling him out on that. Just saying like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? You draw porn. You have drawn that same character in a schoolgirl uniform, spreading her asshole open, asking for an A. Like, this is not deep, man. It's a character. It's just a drawing. A drawing that exists to be objectified because you made her that way. Okay, we got a split path. Okay, what's the other way? And then he got criticism, so he responded by being just more pretentious, again, having the same character and just in a bikini still. Just sitting upon this, like, tower or whatever of, like, rocks. With, like, the sunset in the background saying, "Your anger will never become my anger," kind of thing. You know, that kind of, like, bullshit. Like, just really preachy crap. And, it's like... It's become a bit of a trend of something to notice now. But like, what the fuck is it with like people, guys, when they date an OnlyFans girl, and they just immediately become bitter and pretentious? Now, what the fuck is up with that? This is not the first time that's happened. Exactly the same thing happened with like iDubbbz. Like, he just immediately became bitter and pretentious. It's like such a common thing. It's no longer like, oh, that's a funny coincidence now. It's now like, it is now officially recognized as a trend. It's a repeating pattern. People's pattern recognition abilities have gone off. Oh, nothing that way. Pardon me. Plesiomon. Oh, interesting. So yeah, first is that angle. And yeah, he did eventually just send like a big like wall of text just talking about his side and still being kind of preachy. About how you shouldn't objectify women, it dehumanizes them. It's like, you're kind of the reason that's happening to your fictional character. It's like, dude, what the fuck, man. And everyone's like criticizing him. And then a few hours later, he just drew her in a bikini doing a sexy pose of a gun anyway. Like, the fuck was that all about, kind of thing. So, right off the bat, it's very clear the guy was just being very disingenuous. People are speculating it's a case of like, oh, his girlfriend no longer approves and he now has to like read her approval. Maybe that's why OnlyFans girls like curse guys or whatever. I don't know. But it also, like, it's kind of annoying to me because he's carrying on the whole objectification of women fucking myth. Like, people... The way you kind of, like, people, like, write this out, when people, like, think of it, is, like, if you look at, say, a man or a woman as a sexual object, you objectify them, and you no longer treat their entire existence as real people. And, like, it's fucking whatever. Like, that's just fucking stupid. Here's the thing. It is, like, a myth. It is absolutely a myth. Because the reason it's a myth is because it's a two-way streak. It's a two-directional road. When human beings engage in sexual acts, regardless of whether it's procreation or masturbation, or just, like, admiring someone sexually, you naturally objectify them. You naturally see them as a sexual object. That's part of the instinct. And as you get deeper into the sexual acts, you lose the logical parts of your brain more and more because you're in a sexual act. You rely more and more on your instincts, and your instincts objectifies your partner. And it happens to romantic partners, and both sexes do this. But when the moment is over, this is the part that people don't get, but when the moment is over, your brain unobjectifies people. it rehumanizes your partner because the sexual act is over, and you no longer see them as a sexual act, as just a thing in the sexual act. You no longer lose yourself, you gain yourself back. And people don't recognize this two-way streak. It's not like you objectify someone and then you can never undo it. That's ridiculous. That is not the human experience. That is not how the human brain works. Ugh. And like I said, everyone does this. It is a perfectly natural way of viewing the world. Even like a husband and wife who've loved each other for many, many years and who see each other on a pure human level, when they're fucking going at it like rabbits and their brain is turned off and turned to mush, they see each other as sexual objects. Because that's what sex is. Fucking dipshits. And then when it's all over and they're cuddling and happy and having pillow talk, their brain wakes up and they unobjectify each other. That's how the brain works. I fucking hate people. I hate these potential. It helps as well. It doesn't help as well. That kind of like sexual thoughts in general is becoming more and more demonized online, especially with like the word gooner. And it's like, it was at first, gooner was like a term used to refer to people who like who was like really degenerate, like someone who like masturbated like 24/7, who like couldn't walk away from the porn, basically. Total porn addicts. They were originally what was referred to as gooner, but the word is loosened up so much to then refer to just people who are just horny often. And now the term gooner is just to refer to anyone who has like any concept of sexual attraction, period. You find this woman wearing regular clothes attractive? What are you, some kind of degenerate gooner? It's like that kind of thing now. It's like, she's cute, but it's like, I'm not currently fucking having a wank. I'm just saying that she's a cute person. That's just sexual attraction. That's being a human fucking being. Oh my god. And people are like shaming each other into like just being ashamed of their own human experiences, their own like sexual nature. Human beings are inherently sexual things. How the fuck do you think we procreated for millions of years? Oh, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. How do you think we survived as a species? We fucked. We boned. We pulled the jackhammer on each other. That's how we'd work, man. Like, people are even like digging up like cave paintings that are not necessarily minutes, like hundreds of thousands of years old, and it's cave paintings of people fucking. Like, even back then, people would like draw pictures of fucking boning people because that's being a human being. But nope, now if you have any sense of attraction, period, oh, you're just a degenerate gooner. Oh my god, what kind of gooner are you? You sex-crazed maniac? You find another human being attractive? How dare you? The human race can fucking burn in hell, I swear to god. Rant over. That annoyed me. I haven't actually used these powers yet. Let's some savory nectar. Oh wait, no. Oh, it's a heal. Okay. I didn't realize it was a heal. Noted. Needed spray. Okay, I'll just use Charizard. I haven't used any of Andrew's abilities. Oh, dumb as shit. Oh, I need to stop before I actually act. I'm just kidding around right now, but like, if I keep going, I can feel like if I keep going, I will actually make myself angry. I don't want to make myself angry. I'm having a good time. I haven't, like I said, it's been too long since I last streamed. How long is this underwater path, though? I thought this was a hard mountain, not a hard fucking dive. Pardon me? And it also seems like it's a glacier than a mountain anyway. What abilities do you have, Andrew? I've just been using a Razor Claw. Power Laser, so fixed range, that. Gear of Havoc, Lightning Blade. Back to ice. Cool. A good way to deal with enemies. Like, I know he had something similar in his previous form. But it's nice knowing he still has it. This trail is like, this reminds me of like Mario Superstar Saga. I gotta fucking play that on the channel at some point. That's a great game. I haven't played any of the Paper Marios. I want to play the first one though. I watched like a Let's Play of them like way back in the day, of all of them. I could be honest, I wasn't really into like 1,000 Year Door that much. I honestly think that one's kind of overrated. But I really like to look at the first one. I really liked watching that one. I might I don't remember it that well nowadays. It's been quite a few years. So with a clear mind at it, I might go back and watch that. Not watch that, play it myself. Tell everyone looks like it's fun. And like I said, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga is a fucking brilliant game. I had that one as a kid. Oh, I just got a fucking core memory unlocked. Core childhood memory. I just suddenly remembered when I was a kid. I had already played and beaten the game once. I think I was like, no, it wasn't even when I was a kid, actually. This happened when I was like 20-something, early 20s. I had already beaten the game when I was younger, because I had it, I loved it. And I was doing a second playthrough, like in my 20s, you know, reminiscing and enjoying a game from my childhood. And like halfway through the game fucking broke. And I lost like 60 hours of game and I couldn't continue. That pissed me right off. I don't know why. Of all things I remember that, but whatever. Yeah, I should have to play that at some point. That's a fun game. I think I've, including that time, I've played it 3 times and beaten it twice. Like I said, can I actually fight the boss now? You know, just whack you around. Oh, okay. Oh, please don't get close by. Come on. There. What the fuck is that? Finally! Tell me about it. I found you! You must be the bad tamer's boss. Huh? You? Impossible. How did you... The Digimon are strong, and nobody should be able to get here. This isn't happening. Unbelievable. Looks like you have nowhere to escape. I'm taking you in. Harumph. I won't get caught that easily. Hey, unknown dick, bring him out. Oi oi. Huh? Unknown dick? Gee, look who we have here again. You're always getting in our way. I see, so you, unknown dick, were the one behind the bad tamers. What are you scheming next? There's no need for you to know. Show yourself, Digimon. What did you say? Heh, surprised? Digimon, tear that shit tamer to shreds. Gorg. So you were the ones who did that to Azulongmon and Ebuwamon. Yes, until you got in the way. But you won't this time. I won't lose this time either. It was like surprisingly difficult to talk like that. I was trying to talk like a bad movie or something, but actually trying to keep that up was like kind of confusing my brain. I like him. He's got cool design. Okay. Gear Havoc. Oh my god! Confuse you. What? Bitch! Don't miss. That's too much missing. Let's just weaken you then. Occasional sleep. Attack twice. So 3 times 50, that's 150. That's 160 to attack twice, okay. Nice. Okay. Try again. What? Your turns are wasted. Synchro Blast. Poke your ass and face at the same time. Foxtail Inferno. Mega Twister! The fuck was that, man? The fuck was that? You're my boss. You fucking just like wafted faintly at me. Like, fuck you, man. You're gonna scratch up the paint job. Go, bad cat. Bad kitty. No! Go sit in the corner and think about what you did. Vorpal Axe. It's not a Vorpal Axe, it's supposed to be a Vorpal Blade. Vorpal Blade is from Alice in Wonderland. It's used to cut off the head of the Jabberwocky? How is it? Which is a cool fucking dragon. That's a cool design for a dragon. Good. Bye, Humon. You okay? Answer me. I'm all right. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have come to my senses. Thanks. Unbelievable. This can't be. Screw you. Failed again. Caught me off guard, that didn't it? I didn't expect him to be so direct about it. No! Also, looking at that sprite, the little purple guy with the lightning in his hair, I think he's got like a purple scarf or something in front of his face, but it kind of looks like he's just got two really big purple lips. Like, do you want to know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Monsters, Inc. Do you remember Randall, the lizard guy? Oh, he has that, like, the whiny minion? He's like just a regular, like, monster with, like, a small round body and, like, 2 long arms and 2 legs sticking out of it. There's a point in the movie where he gets put into, like, the scream extractor or something. And it sucks the screams out of him, and he comes out of, like, a white body and 2 massive, like, purple lips. It kind of reminds me of that. I don't know why, but yeah. I don't sense unknown dick anymore. Even if it's just you, I'm taking you in. Harumph, I don't think so. Catch me if you can. You're gonna let him run? Oh no! Darn! I'll go after him any minute now. Okay, just be careful. I'll go look for unknown... Let's go with unknown Richard now. I'll go look for unknown Richard. D short for Dick, Dick short for Richard. Sure, why not? Okay, understood. I've got to catch him this time. Hey you, come back here. I can't imagine he's that far from now. Hey look, Mega Digimon. No, Machine Digimon. Whatever the fuck you are. This giant fucking turtle thing looks so tiny compared to Machine Digimon. Little girl, hit him! Fucking hell, bitch. Oh, don't ever take a swing at me again. Fucking rip me in two. Also, I think Greymon's ready to evolve again, right? Yeah. Andromon of Digimon was like 47, 49, something like that. Metal Greymon. This is my favorite. I don't know if it's my favorite Digimon, but he's my favorite Digimon design. I fucking love the design of Metal Greymon. A like perfect blend of dinosaur and machine with just a little bit of nonsense with the wings. It just looks so cool to me. His like chest opens up and he shoots rockets out of it. Sure. Plus 25. Add to defense, add to defense. Keep that, that's fucking good. Let's get rid of that. Keep Greymon. Oh shit, you got an entire fucking line, okay. Let's, now I got access to your entire line, let's have a look, shall we? Justamon. Oh, I think this is the guy we come across like near the end of the game, actually. I vaguely remember coming across this guy. So you can like find Agumon at various places. Maybe, I might be wrong about that one, sure. And Metal Greymon turns into War Greymon, Black War Greymon. And has befriended Omnimon. You have to get Omnimon another way. He's from the movie. He was cool in the movie. I liked him in the movie. But I'm not like that massively fond of this design. Why doesn't Black War Greymon evolve from Black Agumon? Fucking weird. I personally prefer War Greymon. He's cooler to me. Also, I like this like trend it's got going on. Of like you got the cute little dinosaur, and then the cute little dinosaur corrupts into like this big and monstrous, almost demon-like thing with the red eyes and the horns. And then like he gets corrupted more. He can turn like the Skull Greymon if he's like loses his mind. And he turns into like Metal Greymon where the machinery kind of takes him over, and he's like becoming more and more monstrous and losing himself more and more. But then he gains re-control of himself, and like he's like a purified version of his final form, like a collection of like a dinosaur life and machinery like reunified to become pure again. It looks cool. I like the way the evolution kind of worked. It's like it looks like he's becoming more corrupted till he like gets his regains control again. It's just a cool thing. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it looks cool to me. Yeah. Metal Greymon was definitely my favourite. What's the difference between you two though? You can't imagine much different in terms of attack. Battle type attacker. Battle type technical. I don't even know what that means. That's the thing. Traits. Lucky Medal 4. Greatly increases the amount of XP gained from battle. That's good. So you do want to turn into him at least once. Heroic Power plus 40 to Digimon attack. That's also really good. Technique. Razor Claws, Fire Breath. Low hit rate, 2 large missiles. Burn enemies in all 5 zones with giant energy ball. That sounds cool. Straight Punch, Fiery Breath. Giga Blaster, same as the other one, but this one's Darkness Zone. Make enemies in 3 zones. Despair in Darkness. Fixed range. Interesting. That is 201 attack. $250 attack. So regular Greymon better, but you want the you want to turn into Black Greymon at some point to get the traits and such. Fair enough. It's still weird that he turns the you get Black War Greymon from Metal Greymon, but whatever. Yeah, he's cool. Oh, actually, what? Should double check. What level is he Digivolve at? Just regular Greymon. 47. So I can probably turn him back now and get a bunch of aptitude, right? Yeah, 56 aptitude. Get up to 56. So if I let him level up a couple of times, then I'll go back. Okay. Come back here, guy. Oh, going back underwater. Still chasing me, you persistent brat. Glurble, glurble, glurble. Glurble, glurble, glurble. I'm really good at holding my breath. Right, I just realized the whale's got fucking... No, he hasn't. I thought he had teeth in the back of his throat. No, he just has like really far back sharp molars or something. I thought he had like teeth like way back in his throat or something. Like a oh, like alien from Aliens. From the alien from Alien. I always got like the little mouth inside of his mouth. Kind of does look similar though, doesn't it? It just suddenly occurred to me. Fucking hell, that little girl has a powerful punch to her. Fucking hell. Let him go. My Spider Queen and my fucking Fairy Queen, god damn. And robot guy's there too. Nope, not that way. Place your mom. Yeah. No, Calamon, I'm not interested. Knife for 3 whales. Punch you on the right. Oh, you didn't want to shoot them this time. You're holding yourself back, Lily girl. Yeah, I can't open it anyway. Here we go. Don't want to swap anyone out. Let's swap Andromon for Guapa. But like Guapa can do more damage. Now you really can't run. It's about time you surrender. We'll see about that. We control a Giga Seedramon here. That's a Giga Seedramon? Peep! Of course it's... What? A Marine Angemon? Doesn't that turn into... It doesn't come from Angewoman? Huh? That's weird. I was positive we had a Giga Seedramon here. Peep peep. What did you say? This is where you usually sleep, and when Giga Seedramon attacked you, you kicked its butt? It is a Mega. Well, this really is the end for you. I have no choice. That's the bad guy who pick on us. So please, will you beat them up? Peep peep? Peep? Okay, that went well. What? No way. Wait just a minute. Okay, needle spray. Bop, bop. Oh, you're not gonna be a problem. Okay. You didn't even get a turn. There's your turn. All the way back up there. Giga Blaster. Yeah. Calm down and listen, Marine Angemon. The tamer there is really the bad guy. Peep peep peep. It's the truth. You've gotta believe me. Look at both of us. Who looks evil? Oh, that's a bit rude, isn't it? Peep peep. Thanks, Marine Angemon. Peep. That's the sort of thing I imagine like a villain actually saying. Unironically. Like I can imagine like an evil seductress. Like just saying, oh look at cute innocent old me. Which one of us looks evil to you? And like that's the sort of thing I imagined. It's weird. Weirdly shallow. What the? This is insane. The dialogue in this game is fucking weird. Even without me reading it weirdly. I'll just have to do it. I'm creating a wormhole to escape. You're in a digital world, mate. You can just like set your location somewhere else. You don't need to make a wormhole. What the fuck are you talking about? Remember, I'll return this favor. What? How the... I almost had it. But I lost track of unknown Richard. Same here. I lost the boss also. Looks like they both created a wormhole and escaped into it. Yeah. Looks that way. I'm positive the BT boss was using unknown Richard's power. The real problem is unknown Richard. For him to create a wormhole, only really powerful Digimon can do that. So unknown Richard is a Digimon? I can't say for sure this time. Let's get back to Central to report. Yup, let's go. See ya, and thanks Marine Angimon. Peep, pip, peep. I heard from Bihumon. I'm gonna stop doing this. This is hard to do. It's surprisingly hard to read like that. Thank you, but we were unable to catch the BT boss, no unknown Richard. Don't worry about it. They were much stronger than we expected. Yep, they were. How could they create wormholes? Only a handful of Digimon like us can do that. So how could they? But something with that kind of power is a real threat to our world. This is a fact, and I have no doubt. In fact, the BT boss did say that he was going to return the favour. Those words are a cause for caution. What will they try next? Ha. I'll tell you now if you want to know. What? Hey, you're the BT boss. I'm absolutely sure he is the one I saw at the Sky Palace. What do you think you're doing here? What are you scheming now? You've caused me to waste my efforts in a brilliant plan to rule this world. So I'll need to take you down first. You're just a nuisance. Mainly it'll make me feel better. Well, what are you intending to do? Ha. Well, how about this? That's the evil ring! No! Not the evil ring used by the boss of the bad guy. Or the bad team boss. The bad team boss is using his evil ring. Why do you have... It is unknown Richard's. Bingo! You got it. Not only that, this has been modified to manipulate a Digimon of any strength. Oh no, you don't. Not Zyquamon. The Quailmon. CV Angimon. Remember members of the four beasts. God Zyquamon. We can't hold it off any longer. The dark power of the ring is too... I can't move. This sensation is the same as... Gua? Here we go again. Oh no. This makes Zyquamon my partner. If you want him back, come to Lava River alone. You'll be useless either way. Ha. Fuck. Oh no. Zyquamon. He's not completely under his control. I'll head for Lava River now. And save... Yes, please, do whatever you can. Be careful not to let your guard down. Yes, I know. Okay. Fucking hell. Alright, let's head to this new area and just explore a little bit. I'm not going to do the whole thing now. I'm going to give myself a fucking headache. Lava River! The fuck is that thing up there? Cool. Yeah, I'm not leaving this room. Let's just check. Let's just see what happens to me wandering around here. Oh, one more. Black rabbit thing. Anything else, or is it just those two? Is he wearing a backwards cap? I just noticed. Black rapid one, what is it? Let's do like 5 fights total. Just see what we find. There's usually like 3 or 4 in the starting area. Maybe just 2 this time. Nah, just wanted you guys. Yeah, it seems to have like a backwards baseball cap on. No, is it a bandana? What is that? I would explain the blue behind him. Yeah, it's like a blue bandana. Alright. Yeah, one more thing. Anything new? Or is it just those 2 guys? I'm gonna head and assume just those 2 guys. Okay. Alright then. Anything new around here? Nah. Oh, can I do that thing with Liam on now? Or is that only till like the end? Any skill timers on? Oh god, did you see me fucking wreck those people? Why weren't you helping out if you're so skilled? So I've technically got like 100 hours. Oh, but 1 minute before 100 hours. But yeah, I've technically got like 100 hours playtime now. Most of that is just me leaving the game on the side while I'm doing other stuff. And just checking up on it on occasion. But for now, that will do. I actually had a lot of fun today. And I hope you did too. So until next, I'll probably stream some more Castlevania next time. So I gotta catch up with that. Probably the distance is just kind of okay, but yeah, I gotta get through it. But until then, I hope you had a good time regardless. And I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.